nothing to be sorry for.
Yes, there is, Ridge. I'm sorry for the way that I treated you, when all along you were right about my father. There is another side to him, a very dark side. I even have to question the way I reacted when he set you up in that hotel room before we were supposed to get married, Ridge. Oh. Stephanie.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help overhearing. Is there something I should know?
No, Mother.
Thanks, Ridge. I'm gonna go upstairs.
Ridge, is there something that you want to tell me?
No, nothing you or anybody else should know about right now.
Is there something that Thorne should know about?
He will.
Clarke.
Hi.
What happened to you?
I had a little accident. I don't want to talk about it, okay? May I come in?
Okay.
Well, how are you?
I'm fine, given the circumstances.
That could be my line.
Why are you here, Clarke?
I just want to talk.
You never just want to talk. There's always an ulterior motive.
Hey, I'm doing my best.
All right. All right. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You want to talk? We'll talk. What do you have in mind?
My wife?
The door was open.
What do you want, Stephanie?
I want to talk to you.
About what you saw downstairs? There's nothing to discuss.
Caroline, obviously, it was something personal. But it wasn't so personal that you couldn't confide in Ridge.
Stephanie, Ridge and I have a special relationship, and we do confide in each other from time to time.
Well, that's fine. As long as it stays just that.
You made your point. You can leave now.
What's happened? Why are you so different?
Different how?
Different in your demeanor and your attitude. It's as though you've reached some, revelation.
Well, maybe I have.
About what?
About life.
What happened to bring it on?
Well, you know, we grow, Stephanie. We grow and we learn. And I guess it's time I just shed my naivete.
Who said you were naive?
Nobody had to say it. I am. Or I was. But I'm not anymore. You see, life is not the way you want it to be. It's the way it is. And you have to make it the way you want it to be.
Yes, you can make life what you want it to be. That's a good rule of thumb.
It's certainly going to be mine from now on.
It wasn't before?
No.
You're not going to tell me what's brought on this change.
Let's just say that I had a very rude awakening.
Well, perhaps you should thank him or her, or whoever it was, for the revelation.
Thank you.
You seem to have learned something important.
Yeah, I have. How ironic.
Of course, it's really only important if you apply it.
Oh, believe me, I intend to.
To your marriage, I hope. You can make this marriage a success. You can make it work if you want to. But you have to want to. It's all up to you. And Thorne. Of course, we know that Thorne is already committed to it, don't we? Well, I would imagine he'll be home any minute. I want to leave you so you can get ready.
You want to talk to me about your wife?
Only because I'm worried about her.
Why?
She's low.
Oh, Clarke, of course she is.
I'm afraid she might do something radical.
Like what?
Well, to be honest, I'm afraid she might attempt suicide.
Suicide? You're out of your mind.
I don't know, maybe I am, but I haven't slept in days over this.
Clarke, Kristen may be devastated, but she's not destroyed. She's a very strong woman.
I don't doubt that, but I'm still worried about
Well,
her.
don't worry. It's a waste of energy.
Will you do me a favor?
What?
You keep an eye on her?
All right, to whatever extent I can.
And will you tell her about my concern and how worried I am?
Well, if it'll make you feel better, yes.
Thank you.
You brazen little bastard.
What?
How could you? You're not worried about Kristen. You just want me to tell her that you're worried about her. Oh, you want me to get her back for you, don't you?
There you are.
Hi.
Ken Kravitz caught me just as I was leaving. He wants you to call him.
That's good. It's better the wire services get in contact with us than the other way around.
Yeah. I'm gonna go up and change. Is Caroline home yet?
Yeah, Thorne. She is.
Well, why the sour look?
She came in here earlier, drinking scotch.
Scotch?
Yeah, I thought it was a little weird, too. Then she told me what happened to her today.
What happened?
You know that magazine that her father had his picture in?
Yeah, Stud.
Right. Apparently, Caroline set out to find out who the owner of that magazine was. I mean, she really wanted to nail the guy.
Yeah.
Her father owns it. That along with a bunch of other skin magazines.
Oh, my God.
I talked to her a little about it.
How is she?
She needs her husband.
Thanks, Rich. Thanks.
We'll see if Ridge wants me to leave this house, Stephanie. We shall see.
Well, what do we have here?
A woman waiting for her man.
Well, here I am.
And here I am.
I had no idea you were home.
I thought you were out too.
Would have been a shame to miss each other.
It would have been a crime.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been waiting here?
Too long.
How long is that?
About 45 seconds.
Well, my apologies. I really shouldn't neglect you that way.
No, you shouldn't.
I hear you had a pretty rough day.
Yeah,
I already know.
you do.
Ridge told me.
He did?
Well, he wasn't supposed to.
No, of course he could. I didn't know you had time to talk to him.
Well, I just ran into him downstairs. Did he help?
Yes, he did.
Good. I'm glad he was here for you.
Did he give you all the details?
He didn't tell me how you found out that your father owned all these magazines.
Well, I told you, I sent Storm Logan to Washington to check into the records of Stud. I can't believe it.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm so sorry. Ridge was right. You really do need your husband tonight.
Margo, don't throw a fit.
Oh, throw a fit. I'll throw you out.
Oh, come on. Give me a break here.
Give you a break. You come here asking me to watch over Kristen. What you really wanted me to do was to tell her how concerned you were so she'd be more vulnerable to you. Now, isn't that the truth? Well, why don't we admit it, Mr. Honesty?
All right, yes. I want you to intercede. Why else would I be here?
Well, you could have come to see your son. You know, you haven't looked at him once. Not once.
Margo, right now my priority is with Kristen.
Ah, of course, Kristen. Your meal ticket.
She's my wife. I don't want to lose her.
Well, you've come to the wrong place then, because she won't give me the time of day. And besides that,
Besides that, what? Besides that, you want me back.
I want you to leave. Ridge told you that? That I need my husband tonight?
Yeah. And as usual, he was right.
He's not always right, Thorne.
You're not still upset with him, are you?
No. What does it matter now? I just don't understand Ridge. I don't know what he thinks anymore about anything.
Yeah. Ridge is real hard to read sometimes. You've got to be very direct with him. At least, that's what I've learned over the years. But anyway, I'm glad he told me that you needed me tonight. I was gonna go just work out at the club.
Well, you can still go if you want to.
Not in your life. I'm gonna take a quick shower, and I'll be right out.
So how was your day?
The last 20 minutes of it were amazing.
Before that?
Your mother came by to see me today at the lab.
How was that?
She had the most inconceivable suggestion.
Oh, yeah.
She wanted me to leave the house for 6 weeks, so that you wouldn't be distracted while you were preparing for the fall showing. Ridge, I didn't see what was so funny about that.
She came by to see me, too.
Oh, don't tell me. To convince you of the same thing.
No, she wants to ship me off to a bungalow at the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Alone, of course.
I'm gonna talk to her about this.
No, please don't. Because if you're right, I don't want to make a big issue about this. Besides, I mean, she did say some pretty frightening things.
About me and marriage?
How'd you know?
Logan, you're gonna hear some pretty frightening things about me and marriage. From Mother. From everyone else. Maybe even from me.
Like what?
Well, let's see. My attitude about marriage is, it's like a man that finds himself a fine wine, and instead of just drinking it, he feels compelled to quit his job, take a job at the winery.
Why, you little... Oh, yeah, oh,
It's happening again. There's just no denying it. Caroline is still attracted to Ridge. Oh, God, when does it stop? When does it end? She just doesn't understand the implications. If she leaves Thorne for Ridge, she just doesn't realize what it will mean. Thorne's forgotten the reason he shot Ridge. He's forgotten everything about that night. It's just all been lost in a daze of alcohol and sleeping pills. But if she leaves him for Ridge, God, it could tip the balance. It could jar those memories loose. And if that... Oh, God knows what'll happen to all of us. I can't let that happen. I can't let Caroline leave Thorne.
Well, Dad, thanks for a very enlightening day. This changes me forever. But maybe it is for the best. Now I'm aware of one very basic fact of life. If I don't do what's best for me, no one else will. And there is no question. Ridge is best for me. My heart is with you.